First, I like to thank English, Ultimate Bartenders, Creation to Greatness. You know, we doing big things out here. In prime time, y'all need to shop at Ultimate Boutique where we let you be you.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, what's your name? Introduce yourself to the people that don't know you.
All right. Yo, what's good? What's good? Hey, my name English. Yeah, that's my name. I know it sound weird, but that's my name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all can follow me on English Macklemore on Facebook. Put some English on your drip. You know, I do embroidery, heat press, whatever y'all need. I appreciate the homie having me here tonight. You know, it's a blessing for real, y'all. So let's do this thing.
I appreciate you. Tell me
Already.
a little bit about yourself, like growing up.
Shit, I'm originally from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm a military brat, so, you know, I moved around a lot and whatnot. I spent most of my life in Oklahoma City, so I call this my second home. You know what I'm saying? I joined the military out here. I did 7 years in the military, the Army, of course. You know, I deployed and whatnot. Got a college degree when I was in. Played basketball. You know, that was like my first love. But, you know, I grew up and got older and started to want to express myself into more different things in my life. So I got out the military. And then I started working, you know, great corporate jobs, but that wasn't really my passion. So I had to just take a different path. You know, when we get older, we start to get confused a little bit on really what we want to do. So now, you know, we in our 30s now, you know what I'm saying? And tomorrow my birthday, so I'm going to be 33. I know I don't look it, but I'm going to be 33 years old. So I just want to thank God for me, you know, being able to live past 30. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday.
I appreciate that. But I do embroidery, man. That's like a passion to me. Like, I'm good with my hands. Like, I'm very creative. So you give me an idea, you know, I can stitch that thing right, bring your brand to life and stuff like that. I also do, you know, heat press, you know, all type of stuff. And I also bought a little gift for my homie, you know what I'm saying, right here, you know. I came up with this single relationship.
How you come up with that?
So how I came up with single relationship was, you know, I've been going through some stuff in my life, you know, in and out of relationships, and I always felt like I was single when I was dating. You know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship, but I was single, so I just said, let me put my heart and my mind into something, let me throw it on some garments, man, and that's what I came out with, y'all. You know, I got the ski mask for the homie, I got the freaking snapback for the homie, so I had to get bro right.
Man, you definitely got me right. Y'all gotta tap in.
On my mom, yeah, for sure.
So how was it like being in like the military and stuff?
Hey, the military was fun. I mean, it disciplined you straight up. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I was supposed to be in the Navy actually, and I ended up going to jail, getting in trouble, putting my hands on folks that I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm short, so they be trying to take advantage of my little short self. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I take full responsibility for my actions. So I was supposed to go in the Navy, and I ended up going to jail for a week. So I missed the training that I was supposed to go to. And then a year and a half later, I ended up joining the Army. I went to basic training in Missouri. And then after Missouri, my first duty station was Fort Lewis, Washington. You know, I met a real good guy, and he's my best friend. And, you know, without him, I'm not even gonna lie, like, sometimes I just feel like I wouldn't even know where I'd be. He's the person I talk to. He's like family to me. So, you know, when you meet people like that in the Army, you just keep them close by, you know. So through my 7 years in the Army, it prepared me mentally to be a woman, you know. I can't say the Army's gonna do that for everybody, but if you don't have no discipline in your life, the Army, you know, the military gets you right. So
let me ask you this. So what's something that you didn't know about yourself that you know?
I didn't actually know I really had talent besides basketball. Like, I never really used my brain. I was always hiding in the background, and I always knew I had talent. It's not like I was afraid, it's just I was kind of like timid, you know, and I didn't ever really talk up for myself. I was always the person in the back. I knew all the answers, but I was scared to present myself in front of folks. So when I start to realize like who I am and
Yeah.
as a woman and stuff like that, and that's the thing that a lot of women fail to forget. You know, like you gotta believe in yourself. You know, it's already hard out here for Black women as it is. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep your mind on that path and just, you know, block out all the negative stuff
Yeah.
around you. I'm talking about women with kids, women in relationships and stuff like that. Like it's real hard out here, but if you keep your mind, if you keep your mind and love who you are as a person and stuff like that, and stop worrying about the next person, or sometimes you gotta separate yourself from friends. Like sometimes friends can be so negative. And everybody always say family, but at the end of the day, your family ain't going nowhere. Your family could put you down, talk shit or whatever, excuse me for cussing on the podcast, but at the end of the day, your family always gonna be there for you. Your family really gonna be there before your friend. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pick and choose your company wisely. You know what I mean?
Right. So what's your strengths?
I have ideas. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I may not be the person to like, you know, create certain things, but I am very smart. I'm very intelligent. Like I mean, I graduated 6%, top 10%. Excuse me. In my high school, I was in honor society. Like I was always an educated, smart person. And I figured that that's what I need to use out here in the street. You know, I'm not a thug. I didn't grow up on the streets.
Right,
Now, I did come up hard, you know, me and my family and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't let that be my future for me.
Right.
So when I start realizing how smart I was and I can come up with ideas, I know how to delegate. I never really been a follower, but I had to learn how to follow for me to lead. So, you know, that's what I do.
So what would you say your weaknesses are?
Damn, not speaking up.
I mean,
And
it's
I be
wrong, uncut.
procrastinating.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
big procrastinator. Like
Me too.
I would say I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna do something. 2 weeks past, my damn goals are still sitting on that piece of paper, and I'm taking care of other shit that don't even matter. Like,
but I'm gonna say this, like, if I'm going through something, I get that shit done. Like it's just like,
yep.
Like if I got time to waste, I'm gonna sit there and bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I guess I'm more of, I don't take like the necessary steps. I go from step 1 to step 8.
Yeah.
I'm skipping everything. I'm like, shoot, y'all know that video on TikTok? Bitch, you thinking small, think big, bitch, think big. So I'll be thinking way out there, and I'll be like, hold on, English, hold on, back up. Because you know, there's a saying that, you know, there's always a setback for you to come up. But sometimes your setbacks are the steps you didn't complete. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
How you this probably off topic, but how you feel about the Brittany Griner situation?
Ooh.
I mean,
I'm gonna be straight up honest that a lot of people really don't want to talk about in the Black community. I'm gonna be honest. She was dead wrong for having drugs in a whole nother country. You're not in the United States. I mean, yes, she been playing basketball overseas a lot, so she kind of know the loopholes. But you know, you can escape, but so much. You can hide behind the scenes and do shit for so much, but shit always gonna come to light. So I do think she should have went to jail. I'm just being honest. She should have went to jail, but at the same time, I don't think she should have. That sentence was just a little bit too tough. You know what I'm saying? It was very tough.
You don't think so?
I think it was.
You can talk.
I think it was tough. I'm gonna just say. I think it was tough because it's not like they don't know her over there. See, that's the small thing a lot of people don't know. That country know who Brittany Griner is.
Yeah.
She tall as hell. She famous for playing basketball. You know what I mean? So they know her. But at the same time, she should have took full responsibility for her actions. Bro, you've been going overseas for how long, right? So you knew not to bring no drugs over there like that. But I do think her sentence is hard. And the reason why I thought her sentence was hard because it's just a woman thing. You know what I'm saying? We felt a little bit sympathy for her, like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even gonna lie.
I was about to get into that.
Honestly, it might sound harsh, even though I disagree about the sentence. Maybe she should have done the time. Man, you know, it's like this. Sometimes you gotta make a prime example out of people.
Yeah.
And people fail to understand. That will humble everybody and everything. I understand, you know, Biden and the White House and all that did that to get her over here, but I don't want to get into politics, but y'all know why she over here. She ain't over here because she free. You know, that trade, hey, if you've been in the military, you know what I'm talking about. That's all I gotta say.
What have some of your life lessons taught you?
I'm just gonna be honest. Man, stop fighting these people out here. Every relationship I've been in, y'all. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. The cops was involved. I'm toxic. All right, I'm toxic. I'm very toxic, but I've been learning to calm my emotions. I get mad a lot.
Do you think that you toxic, or do you think that you're honest and your light kind of disturb?
I think
people?
I'm very blunt when I talk to people, and I think that's an issue. But I have a hard time doing this. I wait till all emotions balled in, and I don't say nothing until I'm pissed off, and then I can't control my anger. Like I just throw it all out. And at the same time, I don't think about my actions behind it. Maybe I should have spoke up then. Remember when I said I never speak up? I was always behind the scenes, so that kind of carried along with me through all my years of my life. So I had to realize, like, no, speak your mouth. Like, say something. Don't wait until the last minute, because sometimes you wait till the last minute, you can get yourself in trouble. You know what I mean? So that's one of my issues I had. Like I was in a situation, you know, the beginning of this year, I was in a relationship, and it kind of went downhill, and it really got out of hand. Like, you know, the court was involved. I had to pull a VPO on this person and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I just had to tell myself that, man, you know, you got to take full responsibility for the situation you put yourself in. And I really don't blame the other person for everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we both grown. It takes two to tango. When you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't care what that person did to you. It takes two to tango. You could have pissed that person off. You don't know what kind of anger that person got going on. Right. Sometimes people be tired of your shit. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point that, shit, I got tired. And I was just like, you know what? Instead of me even fighting this person and all this stuff, I went the legal way. Y'all know how hard it is to do the right thing sometimes? I mean, you could be mad and you could want to beat that person, but I'm like, I've been in trouble with past relationships, fighting so much. I'm not trying to do that. I'm getting older, so I had to do the right thing, follow myself, and make the right decision. So at the end of the day, look what happened to me. I got myself on a straight path. Y'all been clean of weed for a whole year. I ain't smoked no marijuana all year, y'all, and like that was my stress reliever. Like y'all don't understand, like weed calmed me down, but I had to go back to some of my old ways. Like I had to think about, why was I successful when I was in the Army? I wasn't smoking weed in the Army when I was successful. So sometimes we gotta think about how we got here. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So how do you feel about the gay community?
Oh, hey. All right, so. No disrespect. The alphabet community is what I call it. All right, I call it the alphabet community. All right, so let's talk real right quick. As you know, I like what I like, and I don't disrespect nobody, but I do feel in the alphabet community that we want too much appreciation. We don't even accept each other in our own community. You talk about stud on stud. You talk about bisexuals doing this and doing that. Like, and then you want to be accepted by the heterosexual community. Oh, they don't like trans. Oh, they don't like this and they don't like that. But I don't understand that. Why you want acceptance for the heterosexual community when we can't even accept ourselves in the alphabet community? I don't understand that stuff. And you know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't even put myself in the in that LGBT type of community, because there are lots of things I don't agree with. And I might get backlash for this, but I'm black and I don't agree with everything black people do. So why I gotta agree with everything LGBT do? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people need to start speaking out and stop being so soft.
I don't
like speak some real stuff. That label stuff, like, I don't care. I may dress like this, look like I'm a damn woman. Look, I'm a whole woman and I act like it. All right, I don't have to be all prissy and stuff like that for you to know that I'm a whole woman, and I love who I am. And no disrespect to the trans community, I love y'all too. But at the end of the day, when I look in the mirror, I'm happy with God made me. So, amen.
It just come from within self.
Now, let me ask you, interviewer. How do you feel about the gay community? Let's talk.
I just look. I don't really feel no type of way, because I feel like I am what I am. Shit, you might one day, at the end of the day, I'm a woman. You might see me one day dressed like a female, then the next day you might see me in my masculine energy.
Right.
And then it's it's also people out here that be like, oh, you sneaking dick. Yeah, I'm 28 years old. I would have been pregnant by now. You know
Man,
what I'm
say
saying?
it, say it now.
So it is what it is. I feel like I'm beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You was smart. You was kind.
Yeah.
You was intelligent.
Like, I'm just myself.
Straight up.
I've been doing this since John Marshall, middle school. When people like, oh, it's nasty to be gay, but you're not being yourself because you like this girl. Too. Yeah, you know,
Different
like.
times.
And you know, I'll probably be one of the first people who says, I used to date guys.
Yeah.
It was a time that I was bisexual. You know what I'm saying?
But in order not to like something, you gotta experience something.
And I wasn't confused or whatever. You know what I mean? Amen. We speaking the truth. Amen, God. Oh, you've been waiting for me to say this. Amen. It was a time that I was bisexual, but I was never fully attracted to guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do have feminine features, but, you know, I'm going to get off topic, but that's where a lot of studs need to understand, like, you are still a woman, so guys are still going to try to talk to you.
Exactly.
They don't care if you got a fade, you got a fresh lineup, you got some baggy clothes. That man know what you got behind them clothes. He's still gonna try to holler because, like, even though a lot of women say men, they more focus on physical features, they focus on what's behind them clothes too.
Man.
So I think a lot of, you know, masculine women like us and stuff like that.
I know she ain't been touched.
Right.
I want her.
Right. I think a lot of masculine studs need to stop being so, man, why you trying to talk to me? Man, get off me. I ain't with that. Instead of saying, I'm flattered, but no disrespect, I'm not interested in men. You know how classy that sound? You know how classy that sound? I've told plenty of guys, they'll say, oh, I can't wait to blah, 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 and they get disrespectful. And I say, listen, man, no disrespect. You're a handsome guy, but I don't even want you. I want your girl. You know what you know what I'm saying? You just got to be respectful back. Sometimes if shit is reciprocated very respectfully, you'll get that same shit back. That same dude came at you like, what's up? I bet you he's going to say, my bad, lady, my bad. I just want to say how beautiful you are. Instead of you coming at them like, man, what the fuck, this and that. Then they get to calling you a dyke, and then you mad.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
You ain't lying. You speaking facts. So you single?
Single.
She's single, y'all.
Single.
She's single.
Hey, real single around here. Big single.
So you been married before?
Ooh, just coming through it.
Yeah, you been married.
I was married
before.
for like almost a decade. I was married for a long time. And let me tell y'all something. Marriage is a beautiful thing. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, do you know how it feels to come home to somebody? You had a long day, and they just listen. I mean, they just listen to everything you gotta say, and they become your friend. See, in marriages, a lot of people don't understand that the person that you marry, they become your best friend. Y'all share everything. And when I mean share, it ain't just got to do with the money, material things. That's where people fuck up. Y'all share something intimately, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna get married again. But if I do get married again, I want that same shit. But I want it on a whole different level. I don't want to repeat what I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But marriage is a good thing. My divorce was very bittersweet because at the end of the day, I ain't got no beef with my ex-wife. She ain't got no beef with me. I can call her right now, but I ain't. I can call her right now and talk to her, and we'll have a peaceful, you know, respectful conversation, and then that's it. So it is what it is. It just all depends on how your marriage ended. Everybody's marriage ends differently, so I can only speak on mine. But it's a beautiful thing.
Y'all heard that? So you said that you was toxic. So
Toxic as hell, man. You know what I'm saying?
So through your past relationship, what did you learn that was good about yourself?
Okay. It's a good and a bad thing. I do a lot, but I do too much. Like, I do over the top stuff. Like, I feel like she ain't got to do that. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to pay for that, or you ain't got to do that. But I had to remember, I'm a whole woman. I ain't about to be, you ain't dating no man. It took me a minute to realize, like, I don't know how other studs feel, but I like to be treated like a whole woman. I like to be treated like a flower. Like, I don't want to be treated rough around the edges and stuff like that. I'm not going to be in the house fixing plumbing and roofing. I ain't doing all that. I might cut the grass. I might change a little oil. But all that extra stuff with the tool chest and all that, we about to call somebody. We ain't doing
That's
all
how I feel too.
We
Like,
ain't
shit,
doing all that.
you think I'm a nigga because I dress like this? We both finna take out this trash. What you talking about?
Ain't no, oh, why you ain't take the trash out? Girl, you been home all day. Take that damn trash out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean the kitchen just like you. I'm gonna cook just like you. And that's the good thing about same-sex relationships. It's like we can share every damn thing.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta say you do this and do that.
Yeah.
Because in the heterosexual relationships, there are roles. And people to this day still think it should be roles. And I'm gonna put this out there. The reason why a lot of men, the reason why a lot of heterosexual relationships today are changing is because they looking at same sex. We ain't out here trying to, hey, you gotta do this. Hey, take the trash out. Girl, pick my clothes up off the floor. Fix me something to eat. Baby, you ain't gotta do that. I can come home for a long 12-hour day. And I can go in the kitchen and fix me and you something to eat. And you can be watching TV because I don't know what you're going through. You probably had a hard day.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like you're emotional? Like being a Sagittarius, because a lot of people say like we don't have no feelings.
We don't. I'm just gonna be frank. Sagittarius, we some non-emotional people, but at the same time, I think that's our downfall. We don't express it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we put a big block wall up. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we ain't gotta do that. Like, tell her how you feel. Man, women tell him how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta act all hard and stuff. I think that's our downfall. That was my downfall for a long ass time. But like I said, as I gotten older and I started to express how I feel. Now, how I express it, it may not come out how she want it. I may get a little angry. How I come out is I'm silent. I won't talk to you all day. You may get to 2-3 days. I may just walk past you in silence. You could be looking at me like, I know this bitch. But I'm going to get to expressing my emotions, and sometimes I hold my emotions in too long, and it becomes anger.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I was in jail for fighting. That's why every relationship I was been in for fighting, because I couldn't control my emotions. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I've been celibate all year, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't had no cutty all year. I ain't had no weed all year. You know what I'm saying? I just been on a mental journey, spiritual journey. I got baptized, and I done been baptized that was my 3rd time. Don't let nobody tell you you can't get baptized more than one time. Sometimes you need that. You need to cleanse yourself. And I want to get on the healing part. When you get out of a bad situation, out of a relationship or whatever, there's no such thing as healing. It's a journey.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as healing. You got to let God come in your life. You got to sit down. You got to pray and meditate and talk to him. And I'm not saying you have to be, right, and I'm not saying you got to believe in Jesus Christ, but you got to believe in something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah. For sure.
How you feel about the Shaquisha situation?
Shaquisha, I don't think I heard
the lady that had went to Mexico. Have you heard about it?
Oh, about the group of friends she was with.
Oh, she got murdered.
Yeah,
and
they
no
stole
one did
like
shit to her.
they stole like $10K from her and stuff like that. You know, so one of her friends just went to jail too.
I think they all should have went to jail.
Yeah, me too.
I think they all should have went to jail, because how all y'all come back to the United States like ain't shit happened. And I also think that the girl was taken advantage of, because I guarantee you she had a sweetheart. Yeah. And you know, I think something is not being revealed, that maybe she just wanted friends and she really never had none. I'm starting to get that feeling, because sometimes we'll do so much for people just for attention. Yeah. Just to have attention. I've seen a lot of females that be out here just begging, hey, let's go for a drink. Let's go out. Oh, girl, you ain't got anywhere. I got you. This, and that. I mean, you doing all. You paying for this. You paying for that. Mm-hmm. But why you got to do all that to have a friend? Right. You gonna meet that right people in your life. Right. But I think in her situation, she was taken advantage of, and I really think they was plotting on her.
Yeah, I think it was premeditated, and they were envious of her too.
Oh, of course they was, because she had her shit together. Yeah. A lot of people are envious of you when you are different from everybody else. And I'm gonna be real open. I've never been like the people I hung around growing up. I was just always cool with people. And like, I guess people feed off my energy and stuff like that, because I try to bring a positive light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been a thug or street person like that or none of that stuff, because I want anybody I hang with, I always want them to see the good in me, but I also want to see the good in them. Exactly. And when you hang around a group of people and you know that vibe is not like, you know how you got a bouncing ball, I don't know what to call it, like this. If y'all not like this, y'all ain't gonna be cool. You ain't gonna have everybody in your life that's gonna trust and believe everything you say and stuff like that. But that's what I always say, that I say that I love everybody, but I can't say I love everybody because I don't know y'all like that. I'm gonna respect you, and I'm big on respect. I'd rather you respect me than have loyalty, because I can go to work with somebody I'm not about to be loyal to you, but because of the position you have, I'm gonna respect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I know y'all rather you be loyal to me, shit, behind my back, in front of my face, you feel me? Like, that's just if I know you.
Yeah, if you know them, that's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you don't know them, I'm saying, I'm just integrity and respect.
Yeah.
I'm big on it and honesty. Like, I cannot stand when somebody lie to my face. No disrespect, you Capricorns, y'all be lying and snotting to our face. All right, just want to throw that out there. I still love y'all, but I don't like when people lie to my face, and they look so innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know they fucking you over.
Yeah.
You know you fucking me over. Why you gotta lie to me? Just keep it 100. And you know, a lot of people like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings. If you cheat on, girl, tell me.
Man, yeah.
I don't need you to lie. If you was sneaking around with such and such, tell me. Because if I find out, then shit gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? My feelings gonna be hurt, and I might say some stuff to you that your feelings may be hurt.
I'd rather you tell me the truth. That respect can go to a whole another level. You know.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Like you said, you was from South Carolina. So what's different from South Carolina than Oklahoma?
It's crazy because I ain't been home in some years, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, it's Southern hospitality over there is really real. Kids grow up different over there. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No. That shit is embedded in the South. Like, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not out here like that. I don't hear too many kids say yes, ma'am, no, sir, and yes, sir. It's not like that out here, and it's slower out here. You know what I mean? It's really, really slow. But one thing about Oklahoma, a lot of people don't realize, Oklahoma's a gold mine. I don't know if anybody been paying attention, but if y'all been paying attention to all those people from California, New York, and Florida been out here buying all these property, land, and business and stuff like that, and we're getting mad. We can't even afford no house because they didn't come over here. They raising the prices. Yeah, I ain't blaming them. I'm blaming us. We've been over here long enough. Why we couldn't do it? Why we ain't out here buying land? And that's what I want to talk about as far as like business, black-owned businesses. It's like y'all scared to ask somebody, hey, bro, I see you got your stuff going on. I got my stuff going on. Hey, let's talk about buying some land together. Maybe we can expand what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? You put your thoughts together, I put my thoughts together. I'm not saying get with anybody, but I'm saying somebody that you trust. Because there are a lot of cultures that come over here, the Asians, the Arabic, and the Indian, they come over here deep, and they buying everything. They coming together. Black people, we ain't doing that. That's just like, if I get mad at you for doing something that I know I wanted to do, you know what regular black people do? They gonna hate on you.
Exactly.
Instead of coming to you and being like, bro, I know you ain't gonna tell me everything, but give me some insight on how you got to where you are.
I was just about to say that, like, you sometimes, like, when you do reach out to people, like, hey, can you help me with this? They don't want it. They leave you on red. They get the active fun.
Man, jealousy.
Like, man, we can actually do some things together. Like, what? Like, sometimes you gotta step out on faith.
You also have to thank them, because look, now they cut themselves out of your circle.
Exactly.
You found out before they screwed you over with anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
I know where you are in the lineup, so it's good.
Man, it's just crazy. So how you get into embroidery though?
I'm gonna just tell you one day. Now my mama can crochet. She used to crochet my blankets for me when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
She used to crochet hats and stuff like that, but I never really paid attention to it. I was just sitting in my room one day, and the YouTube algorithm is crazy. I feel like they be listening to our conversations. I feel like we talking right now, but they know everything we talking about. But I was just saying, I just came past something that was something like this, and I was like, damn, that's fresh. And then I typed in patches, and a whole bunch of embroidery shit came up. And I didn't look at none of what the new people was doing. I looked at the older Caucasian women, and I said, damn, I like that shit. And like I said, I be thinking big, y'all. I ain't never did. I went and bought a damn $6,500 embroidery machine. Stupid shit. I should have went to
You
Walmart and
invested-
brought.
You invested in yourself though.
Right, and I did, but I feel like I didn't take the steps. And I think, like I said, that's a good thing and a bad thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just do too much at a little bit of time.
Sometimes you just get distracted.
Yeah,
lose
and I
focus.
felt like embroidery was something like it, because I used to play basketball,
Yeah.
and everybody know my hands was always faster than my feet. So I was just like, let me use my hands and let me see how I do this. And I started doing like puff embroidery. I just be making up some random shit.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's-
dope though. Yeah, my patches. Yeah.
And it's just crazy because I be telling people like, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. But if I see it, I'll learn your way.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out my way. And what I tell people is when I'm doing embroidery is that I'll try to do the same exact way you do it. And if I can't get it how you do it, I'm going to put what I learned the right way and what you do and I'll put it together. I'm going to do it my way. And that's how I learned how to do embroidery. It's kind of like a cheat code for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do everything like A through Z.
Yeah.
I might skip from A to goddamn F. And that
You
shit
figure
gonna-
out
and
away
that-
from you.
Yeah,
so
and that
you
shit
just
come
keep
out
going with
flawless,
that,
bro.
Yeah.
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 Who is this?
It's a couple of
You say it to me just like that.
Oh, that's Brandon. That's my homeboy. He was talking about the when you said how niggas be like approaching you and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Dude,
Man, chill, man.
Dude, funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, he from the D.
Okay, you from Dallas?
He from
Detroit?
Detroit. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, he done
What's
went
up,
back
Brandon?
home.
But yeah, I feel that though. So what made you wanna? I remember when I first did your patches, and I remember when I came by your crib or whatever. What was you working at? You was working at
City Girl
you
at
was
the
working
time.
at City Gear or whatever. But I saw the passion in your eyes, and when you said you was doing this right here, man, that.
And this was before I was even in
Yeah,
here. 'Cause
so, like-
I feel like it was just like, I feel like when I went down my path, because at first, like, I did have a spiritual awakening. You know, like, I lost myself, had to find myself. I didn't know what my purpose was.
Right.
And I knew, like, down on in life, I don't want to keep working for, nobody. I want to be my own boss. You know,
You
I plan
did that shit.
I plan to buy a home by the time I'm 30,
You know
so.
what I'm saying? You got
Like,
that.
I'm in the process of trying to build my credit up,
Speak to him. Speak to him.
just like when I was working at City Gear, I'm putting outfits together. So I feel like everything that, I was walking into, God was leading me to my purpose, like.
Man, say
like-
that again.
Like, I'm putting outfits together, shoes,
Right.
all this other stuff. Being a sales associate right now, I do work at 7-Eleven, but that's just to get me by, You gotta start from somewhere,
Yeah,
pay
you
your
gotta,
rent.
yeah, you gotta,
you
you
know,
gotta do what you gotta
And
do.
then I was already doing my clothing stuff
Right.
and stuff. So I was just like, man, you know what? I end up getting fired from City Girl, and then I waited a couple months because I was out in the outlet mall at the time.
Right.
I'm like, shit, if I'm paying for a spot in there, shit, I know I can just walk out on faith and just open my own business. So that's what I did.
Risky.
People sit and procrastinate and be like, well, what if this happen?
So?
What if this?
So.
You gotta have faith within yourself. If you keep God first, have faith, be consistent with what you're trying to do, man, whatever you put your mind to, you can do.
She
You
said
know
the
what I'm
key
saying?
word, consistency.
So, man,
Consistency is hard at times. But she
Mm.
said have faith.
Yeah.
It could be your worst days. But people think consistency is making awesome revenue every year. Oh, I'm making this every year. That's not consistency. Consistency is like you getting up every day, you opening the shop. No matter if you have no
good,
customers or
bad-
not.
Good days and bad days.
I'm telling you, that's just like if you go to the gym and shit like that and you working out. You may not be seeing the progress you want, but the thing is that you walked your ass up in there, right? That's consistency. That's consistency.
And that's what most people, and I feel like also like this is why I started the podcast too. I feel like I'm a healer, I'm a leader. It's a lot of people out here with stories, and they getting by and they starting up businesses, but you don't know what they went through. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people feel like, that person did this, that person did that.
Right.
Man, everybody has a past. That make you who you are today. So it's just It's your choice if you want to tell it or not, you know. So
you just go through that shit,
Yeah.
man. That's why I tell people, patience. And I know a lot of people like, English, you ain't did no embroidery in a long ass time. What the fuck you doing? Look, let me tell y'all something. I was going through a time in my life that I felt like I had to take some steps back and focus on myself. And I took a job that, like, I just jumped into it, and I travel for my job, and I think God, it's just a temporary thing for me. God will put you in certain situations, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, you may have to step down for what you're doing for a little bit just to get your mind back on track. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta rush your life. Exactly. I know we don't live to be forever, but that's when you said something about consistency. Consistency and how you value your time goes like this. You don't have to rush because somebody else got their shit out there. And I see that a lot, even on social media. I really don't say much, but
like a competition.
It's a competition. It ain't even gotta be a competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support all black business owners. I support white owners too, but I'm more focused on my own people. Exactly. I'm gonna give you a shout out. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna give you credit. Like I said, I wanna talk about Tony. I know you probably ain't friends with her, but listen, you're gonna be on this podcast soon. I appreciated her customer service, man. Like, man, she got hella knowledge in the game as far as like looks and stuff like that.
When people come on her, like, you look at them in a different light, cause you're like, damn, I didn't know she was,
very intelligent.
Like, people just look at social media and judge you based off your social media. Like, but I'm not gonna put like everything that I'm going through. Right. Like, I'm over here breaking down and I'm just sharing shit. You might think I'm happy and shit. Like, nah, people don't. Never know.
Cried, screamed out. I done drove like miles out and just scream to the top of my lungs and be like, God, why me? Like, why am I going through this right now? You know what I'm saying? But that's a good thing. Like, you gotta talk to God. And I always say this line: you have not because you ask not. You gotta ask God for you to get to what you want. You can't sit there and think it's supposed to just fall in the lap of your hands. People think when people have successful businesses, they think, oh, man, he used to be a drug dealer, or he already got a bunch of followers and shit like that. No, that brother had to build himself up. Do y'all not know, like, when guys get out of jail and they build themselves up, they have to have a fan base. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have people who believe in them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so don't think they ain't struggling to be up here. Just like I'm gonna speak on Amazon.
And it's like out of sight, out of mind too, though.
Jeff Bezos. I don't know if y'all know this. This man used to work out of his garage and had a whole sign that said Amazon on there. He was selling books. And look at him now. The most richest man in the world.
You gotta start somewhere.
Amen.
If you wanna do something, take that leap of faith. What you sitting around waiting for?
You gotta jump.
You gotta jump. And it's crazy because before I got this location, it was a location I was looking at like on Britain, and this one, like, the snowstorm had came, and me and my mom had prayed about it. Yeah. Like, God, like, just give us a sign, And it ended up snowing. We like, nah, we don't need to be at that location. Then like, it cleared up, and we was riding around. Boom, for sale sign, I'm like, okay, like, and everything happened for a reason.
That's that support. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have support. Yeah. A lot of people, let me tell you something, do not believe when people say, man, I did this on my own. Man, didn't nobody help me. Somebody helped you. You got a loan, right? Didn't the banks help your ass? So don't say ain't nobody help you. A lot of people say that they always, man, I had to come out of my own pocket. I had to do all this and all that. You ain't did all that by yourself. You had some assistance, man. And that's where people fail to realize, like, stop telling people you did this and that, like, by yourself. You ain't do that by yourself, bro. Can't nobody do nothing by themselves.
And I'm going to use this as an example. Like, a while ago, I had got my hand cut. The doctors was telling me, like, you ain't gonna be able to use your left hand again. Like, even though my middle finger's still fucked up. I mean, but I can use it, I can use it. But, when people tell you can't, it's like you got a point to prove. Like, man, I can do whatever I put my mind to. Shit, if I don't do it, then that's proving them right. But if I get up and do it and see the progress,
Yeah, and I see it. I see it. Like, bro, like you doing your thing. Like, and I always told you, don't worry about what everybody's. I'm always telling you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't worry about what everybody else thinks.
And sometimes it do get hard though.
Yeah,
you know,
mm-hmm.
and you just be like, damn, because when you are a good person and you do have a light and everybody see that, sometimes that can discourage you. You know,
Woo!
like damn,
well, you
like,
ain't said nothing.
Like damn,
but
I fuck with you. Like, why you hating on me? We can go get that shit together. You know, but
you know what I mean?
everybody ain't able to sit at your table. Everybody, when you elevate, everybody's not able to come with you.
No, you can't bring everybody to the table. You can't bring everybody with you. You can't. You have, like I said before, you gotta separate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
God will weed out those people that are not fit for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you a leader. Sometimes you gotta tell people no.
Yeah.
I have a hard time telling people no. I'm not even gonna lie, but I've worked on that because you know I started putting myself behind. You gotta tell people no. When they ask you for something, you may got it, right?
Yeah.
Tell their ass no. People gotta work hard for what they do. If your ass can get up every day, you can clock in and go to work, so can they.
Yeah.
Stop asking, man, hey, I need $20 until tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow.
Man.
You get paid tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Why are you saying, man, I can't get this, I can't get it until tomorrow. Well, why you gotta wait tomorrow? Why you need it so much right now?
Mm-hmm.
How you know I'm not going through stuff? I can't give you my last all the time. And I hate when people be like, man, I give somebody my last. No, I won't. I ain't giving somebody, cause that's gonna put me in a position that your ass is in. Why the fuck? Why would I give you my last for me to be last? Man. Come on, bro. Like that makes no sense to me. Like I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's already hard as it is out here. Everything is expensive now. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. Just because everything else expensive, I mean, your shit gotta be expensive. Man. It's right here. Like people could be selling their shit here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you think, shit, I need to sell my shit right there.
Man.
You ain't gotta sell your shit up there because they selling their shit up there.
Fact.
You sell what you think is quality and worth.
Man.
A lot of people don't do that shit, bro. I'ma mention this shit. All right. So let's just say I'm gonna use name brands, right? Mm-hmm. If you got a Gildan shirt. Now you can go to Hobby Lobby and Michaels and all and get a Gildan shirt for like what, $3.99, $4. But you can go on them websites and get that same Gildan shirt for $1.99.
Facts.
On my mama.
Facts.
For if you order bulk, right?
And she giving y'all some free game.
And so listen to this, right? So why would you sell something that's not higher quality for higher quality? You're fucking customers over.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit because eventually. You know, they gonna say, man, that shit ain't even worth how much that motherfucker's saying.
Yeah.
You gotta think smart in the game. Stop selling people shit that you think is really high. Are you gonna wear that shit constantly like that?
Yeah.
You ain't. It's a lot of clothing owners that don't even wear their clothes. But you want some brand ambassadors.
Yeah.
You be your brand ambassadors. You take your own fucking pictures of your own shit. Because if you don't wear your shit, ain't nobody else gonna wear it.
Exactly.
I swear.
Exactly. So I'll put my shit on in a minute. Like, shit, motherfucker be like, damn, that's clean shit. Who did that? I did.
Right.
You know,
and they be like,
you
made that? You did that? Man, I gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? It builds your confidence level and stuff like that. When people stop you in the street, hey, I like that. Where'd you get that from? And then when you tell them you are the creator behind the whole shit, that make your whole day. I love when people tell me that shit. Like, I get so excited, and I just be like, yeah, I made this, yeah, I did this and stuff like that. When you start talking like that, it builds confidence in yourself. A lot of people don't do that shit, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all may not like this. But if that motherfucker ain't sharing your shit on Facebook, you don't be sharing that shit neither.
Man, and that's how I feel, too, though.
I'm just going to be
straight
up. It's
free, and people sit up on Facebook all day, every day. Like, man, if they ain't... Shit, I feel like sometimes people be envious. Like, you see that I'm doing this, and then you go do it, but you ain't like my shit. Right. But you invited me to like
it's
your
cool
shit.
when they do it.
Exactly.
It's a problem when It's a problem when I do it.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna say bless it because guess what? God gonna bless me with even more. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I haven't shared people's shit in a long ass time. And it's not, I've never been a jealous person. Anybody know me, I am not a jealous person. I will purchase your brand, do all this and stuff like that. But I see a lot of people a lot of brand owners, you guys are sharing everybody's shit.
They do who popular.
And that popular shit, that's what I be talking about, that popular shit. Like, you being popular don't make you nothing, bruh. That shit doesn't do nothing. You have a whole bunch of followers and likes. That shit don't do nothing for you. But I understand in this time and age, you do need that for network, but that's not gonna make your brand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what's behind the scenes. You gotta practice. Practice don't make you perfect. Practice makes you better. A lot of people don't understand that shit.
And people be having some clean ass shit, but if you get to talking to them trying to purchase shit and they not professional, that's a no for me. Like, I don't even want your shit no more.
Yeah, I don't like that non-professional shit. If you can't talk to me in a time limit, I don't listen. We could be homies all day. Don't be, hey man, hey dude. No, talk to me like you ain't gonna talk to white people like that. Yeah, you ain't gonna talk to. Why you gotta talk to me like that? And I think that's a problem within the Black community. If you be professional within your own, you're gonna be professional regardless of the doubt.
Exactly.
True that.
Exactly.
Shout out to Casamigos, y'all. Demon time. Demon time.
It's a lot of y'all on here. Y'all got any questions or anything?
They need to be asking questions. We're gonna do this again though.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all gonna support
y'all
my
wanna
bro.
Be on the podcast, just hit the inbox, you know.
Y'all need to support my bro, man. She really doing some good things. Like I said, I seen her grow, like in the midst of a little bit of time. Like what she got
but
going
you was
on
always in the you was in a higher grade for me, but you know, I remember watching you play basketball and all that.
Don't let me cry.
Like all that.
Basketball was just a stepping stone for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't use they think, oh man, I can't hoop no more. Whatever you did hooping that made you special, you can apply that same shit to anything you apply your mind to. I be trying to tell people that. And you know what? I'm really a lame, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I don't do nothing. I don't go out and do none of that shit. I read books and I go to the gym and I focus on English mathematics. I don't focus on nobody else. I don't look for recognition. I don't care about that shit. Because at the end of the day, if you looking for recognition, you ain't gonna never receive it.
You not real within yourself, you know? When you real with yourself, you can be real with anybody else.
And I hate when people saying, man, they making the same thing as everybody else. Why you copying? Okay, there's a Church's, it's a Popeyes, it's a KFC. Guess what they sell? Chicken.
Man.
They sell chicken. It's a Burger King, it's a McDonald's, it's a Whataburger. They sell burgers. They all doing the same thing, but they got a specific technique that make them great. Black people, we can sell clothes, we can sell streetwear, we can do the same thing.
And
but
it's
your shit,
money out here for everybody to eat. And I feel like when I do something and I see somebody else do it, I probably gave you that hope, that faith.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I see Brick doing her thing. Let me stop bullshitting and go ahead
like with
and
this
do
podcast shit, bro. Like I said, like this is something that I feel like Oklahoma don't really have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube is so broad on YouTube, but I feel like Oklahoma don't have nothing like this. And I think it's awesome to have a person with a podcast that interviews Black business owners. Ain't nobody doing that but her. Ain't nobody doing that but if you got a Black business, if you do clothes, if you do sing, you rap, you a DJ, come on this show. You do hair, come on this show, because guess what? It not only make you look good, it makes your people look good.
Exactly. And then it might be some people that I got on, you know, my social media that you might not have, and they see that light and they be like, damn, like let me go out her, let me go see what she doing, you know, let me go check her out, let me go support her, whatever.
You know what's crazy? Facebook, y'all blocked me. Excuse me, Facebook, y'all blocked me because I said some stuff. But you know what? I was gonna put this on Facebook. I was gonna go live, but I said, you know what? Maybe things happen for a reason. I am a behind the scenes person. This is her time to shine.
Nah, it's both our time.
Listen what I'm saying. Sometimes things happen for a reason. This is her time to shine. Y'all need to understand, when it's your time to fucking shut the fuck up and sometimes let that person have a chance. Some of y'all feel like y'all need to be acknowledged for everything. that person.
And you know, I don't really be on social media. Like
I
I
know you don't.
got two pages. So the one I be on more, I just be low key share shit,
Hell
you know.
yeah.
And then I have to get on my business page and then
Yeah.
kind of be professional, be somebody I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's a professional thing. So I'm like, shit, let me go back to my personal page, talk my shit. You know, I'm done
Yeah.
handling business and
But
stuff
you
like
doing
that.
good, bro.
'Cause,
Like,
you
that's
know,
awesome.
people see, you know, and also people will look at your social media and don't even want to do business with you because the things that you post. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
yeah,
your character,
yeah,
like my parents say. They say it's your. You know what? I'm gonna say something. Sometimes it ain't how much money you got. It ain't how many followers. Some people just don't like you because who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? That's one of the biggest flex anybody. When somebody don't like you because of your character, and you know you mean well, that's your biggest fucking flex. It's not showing stacks of money. It's not a whole bunch of jewelry, the best cars, the flyest houses, how many people you fucking with, and how many bodies you got. Your biggest flex is you being 100 about yourself. A lot of people are not real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get on Facebook and flex. I'm not gonna get on Snapchat or any of these social media platforms and flex for nobody. I'm gonna be real. Shit, but I ain't gonna tell you my struggles. I'm not about to sit up here and tell you I'm struggling on Facebook. I'm not gonna sit up here and ask Facebook, hey, I'm not gonna ask Facebook, man, hey, can I borrow $20? Hey, can I borrow $50? I'm not gonna do that because at the end of the day, like, I understand people need help, but why are you putting your business out there like that? If you don't want, and then the next day you in the club and you doing this, you didn't need no fucking $50 or no $20. You just want it because you know your ass can get it. Am I lying?
You ain't lying,
bruh. I don't like that stuff, bro. But you out here flexing with some nice ass designer shit, and the next day, man, I'm late on my rent. Can you help me out? I'm late on my phone bill. But you just spent all that money on designer. Who you fronting for, bro? I don't like that shit, and that's why I don't mess with a lot of people. I'm really solo out here in the streets. I really don't fuck with nobody. If I'm fucking with somebody, it's a bitch. And we fucking, and that's the only thing we do. That's the only time you see me out here. Other than that, you do not see me messing with people. My closest friends, that dude over there, that is my best friend. And I got another best friend. This is my best friend, y'all. His name is Fino. That is my best friend. This dude drove miles to see me. And let me tell y'all something. When y'all got good friends and you got somebody, let me tell you something. A lot of friends won't tell you they love you. If your friend don't tell you I love you, that ain't your friend. If you can't call your friend and talk to them about what's going on in your life without them judging you, but also telling you where you fucked up at, that's not your friend. That's not your friend.
Because she hit it right out on there. Gotta hit her with that.
That's not your friend. Sometimes people want to be around you because you got glamour.
Man,
some people want, and I'm going to speak for the females. Sometimes y'all want to be around a bitch because she pretty. You don't like that girl? You envy her. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy, you really don't like him. You like him because he got a nice following and he got some bitches and he got some jewelry and he got some money, he got the flyest cars. You don't really like that nigga. And be plotting to kill him.
Background. You hear me? Closest one to you, do you?
You hear me? But it'd be the closest one, but it'd be that same motherfucker in that crowd that sit back like this.
I don't know what happened.
And be one that pops your ass. They don't like you neither. A lot of people, and that's why I don't hang around a lot of people. You ain't gonna never see me with no group of people. I'm not going out with no group of people because I don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? It may seem like, oh, you need to start being around more people and network and da-da-da. I'm a network, but I'm not gonna network how the way everybody else networks. I'm not gonna network because she got a bunch of followers or she cool with rappers and celebrities and shit like that. They don't know me.
I reach out to people that I feel like got a story to tell that's on some business-minded things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because the first person I was supposed to interview, she deals with depression. You know, she said, and I feel like, and I reached out to her and I told her, like, I feel like God, you know, gave me that download for a reason to reach out to you because you have a story to tell. You know how many people deal with depression and can't really speak about it. And that's what's wrong with the Black community. Like, we'll see somebody reaching out like, hey, I'm finna kill myself, I love y'all. And y'all sit up there and play games and don't take that shit serious.
Yeah, they put LOL smile fucking emojis and
like,
shit.
You'll get over it, you'll be okay. Like, what the fuck? Like, this person is really, like, trying to get help and y'all sitting here bullshit.
Playing with them.
Like, exactly.
I don't like that shit.
But that's why I feel like I gotta, like I want to reach out to black people. I'm a healer. Everybody has a story. Everybody that went down a path, whether it was good or bad, that made you who you are today. Let's just talk about it. That's the thing in the black community. We like to sweep shit under the rug instead of coming together and talking about it. It's okay to go through shit. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. We all have good and bad days. We are human as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay.
It is okay.
So, let's talk about it.
I like that.
It's raw and uncut. Come talk to me about it. Whatever you going through, whatever business you got, come talk about it. Come tell people things that they don't know about you. Give them a different aspect to look at, So they see that light and they don't know, they gon' mess with you more. Like, damn, I ain't know, she was doing all that. Damn, I ain't know she went through that. It's not saying like they gonna feel sorry for you. They gonna look at you in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're gonna respect you more
exactly
because you being more honest. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be honest with self
first. A lot
first.
of people in the black community, I feel like they hide so much. It's like they got a point to prove. You ain't gotta prove nothing to me. You ain't gotta prove nothing to me. I don't care about your past or the negative stuff that you did. Tell me how you gonna get better. Let me figure out, let me understand what you need to work on, because maybe I got something that can help you, and maybe you got something that can help me. And that's what I'm talking about, that jealousy bullshit that be going on in the black community. You shouldn't be jealous because your brother and your sister is shining right now. Stop saying, oh, this person, man, she did this because of that, or this how she came up on top. And I'm going to say something, might be crazy. A lot of people be like, oh, she came up because of her looks. Maybe that's what God bless her with. You hear me?
Exactly.
And I'm going to say one thing. Everybody got a story, but why do people feel like they got to make it out the mud? They got to say, oh, I made it out the mud, or I grew up this way just to be successful. Why you think people tell those type of stories all the time? How you know that motherfucker ain't already grew up with a silver platter?
That's the thing about me, though. Like, I'm a use, like, my experience, like, my mama grew up with two parents in the home. She made her own property. You feel what I'm saying? So people, she told me a long time ago, like, the people that I was running with, like, they jealous of you, they envious. You know what I'm saying? Like, not knowing, like, me personally, shit, I don't went without lights. I don't went without food in the house. Nigga, I don't went without hot water. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my struggle. But at the same time, fuck that. I ain't gonna use that as no excuse. I'm gonna get up and do something different.
You gonna go get it.
Like, that's why I said you gotta take a leap of faith. You done went through something. You know how I feel. You know you don't want to go through it again. And then it be people that be like, I got it out the mud. Didn't nobody help me. Woo. Man, God helped you, nigga. Like, what you mean? Like, the reason why you sitting where you sitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, God. That's God, bro.
God loves all his children. But I'm going to say this. It may sound weird, but God has special kids. Man. He got ones that he will put his all into. And he loved everybody. He loved all his kids. But he got certain ones that he will hand the Holy Grail to. And he only hand the Holy Grail to ones that want to change, want to make a difference in their life. Stop being on that bullshit. Cut motherfuckers off who leeching off of you. Sometimes you gotta make the decision that your friends don't want to make. Sometimes you gotta be lonely. I've been lonely all year. Y'all don't understand. He could tell you, I've been on a whole lonely grind all freaking year.
Walking in your path.
Walking in my own freaking lane. I travel all the time. I'll be in my hotel room looking at them for a while. I'll be arguing with them for a while. Y'all may sound like I'm crazy. But at the same time, I feel like I'm building my confidence level up. I write my goals down. Every morning I get up, I pray, I meditate. I conduct personal, and I go to work. And it's like, it's a robot. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's a positive thing in my life. I'm not doing no crazy stuff to fuck my shit up. Because I think when you get to a certain age in your life, you know what I'm saying, you need to stop doing the petty shit. Stop doing the shit that you know that's not going to get you where you need to be. Stop doing that dumb shit. if you know you're not supposed to be partying all night, let's just say this. You and your homie both got businesses, right? And maybe you party too much, but that motherfucker at home working on their business. Now you feel some type of way. Why you mad at this motherfucker? Because that motherfucker at home working on their business. And now you starting to see them level up, but you keep asking them, hey, bro, let's go out.
But I feel like that's a song for you. Get your shit together.
Amen.
If my homie doing this,
Oh, my mama.
shit, I need to sit around him. I feel like, shit, when you hang around 10 broke people, shit, you gonna be broke too. When you hang around 10 millionaires, you gonna be a millionaire
Man.
too. You are, and sometimes you are who you hang with, but when you remove yourself, shit, and go down the path that you're supposed to take, then hey, you gonna elevate.
You separate yourself from everybody. That's what I mean by God gives the Holy Grail to certain people. You're special, man.
I do this every Saturday. If you can't come to meet with me on Saturday, hey, Friday, pick a date that's available for you. Next month, if y'all want to come, I feel like if I could touch one person every time I'm doing a podcast, my job is done. Even if it just take one person out of 10 people, 20 people, whoever, how many ever people on the live, if I touch one person, my job for the day was done. I touched somebody.
Yeah, that's just like they say, one apple can spoil a bunch, right?
Man.
It's reciprocated in a positive way. So if she can touch one person, she just touched everybody.
Man, for real. That's just how I feel.
Hey, bro, we gonna get on your show. We coming to your stuff too, bro.
And I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If y'all want to be on a podcast, just hit me up.
I appreciate this, you know what I'm saying? This nothing but positive shit. Nothing but positive shit. Y'all can't put it on Facebook because they done blocked me because I said some childish shit. But, hey, this the homie right here, y'all. Y'all follow her. Hey, tell them your YouTube page, bro.
Ultimate Talk. Bree Churchill on Instagram. Bree Customizes on Instagram. Bree Churchill on Facebook.
And y'all come check her store out, man. She got everything y'all need. Hey, candles. I want to talk about this. Y'all over here crying about some Bath and Body Works. She made candles. Hold on, let me turn this around. She made candles, y'all.
That's for you.
Candles. Come on, y'all. Y'all see this, man? Hold on, let me turn that Snapchat off.
I appreciate y'all.
Look, candles. Y'all crying on social media about some candles from Bath and she made candles. You can probably get them same smell goods even better and lasting longer, man. Let me smell this, man.
I got the black ice. I just ordered.
You got some pomegranate. Make you want to eat it, bro. Listen, y'all better come show this. Come show this, man. Come show the homie some love, man. I'm definitely gonna buy some candles tonight.
Nah, let me know. That's yours.
Oh, this for me?
Yeah, that's for you. That's for you.
Y'all, I feel so appreciated.
Thank you, Ultimate Boutique, where we let you be you. Y'all come shop. Thank you, Ultimate Bartenders. Happy birthday to my mama. Happy birthday to E.
Sag.
You know, Sag Nation.
That's Sag.
Y'all know it's up and it's stuck.
Straight up. Oh, I also want to give a shout out to Kane. Hey, I went to Trendsetters tonight. Hey, go check her store out. Hey, she doing big things, bro. And also come check out the Singulationship merch.
Y'all some drip.
Hey, if you're single and you feel like you're in a relationship and you're single and you want to leave, wear this merch. Come wear this shit.
Y'all get y'all some drip.
Put some
Appreciate
on your
y'all
drip. Hey.
for tuning in. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, comment. If y'all want to be on a podcast, just to talk, business, whatever, you know, traumas, whatever you done went through, let's just chop it up, you know? If I could touch one, I could touch all. Y'all tap in. Y'all be safe. Turn up. Y'all know it's sad season, you know? Happy birthday to all my Sagittarius.
Demon time.
Y'all know it's going down tonight.
Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, and we out.
Hey. Hey, bro, I like that. That was a good session.
Appreciate you.
That was a good session.
They was tapped in on her too.
Bruh.